when I received Greg and Ashley's wedding invitation, the millennial in me thought, how am I supposed to RSVP to an event when you leave out such crucial information like the Wi-Fi situation? Not much Wi-Fi. Here's the R-rated version, which I'll be posting on my Instagram later. But I expect the traditional is pretty important. This is the G-rated version. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, esteemed guests, distinguished family members, all lifelong friends, and of course, our honored couple, Greg and Ashli. Your ceremony this afternoon was the most beautiful 30 minutes Schott got to witness between drinks. Everyone present here tonight are all gathered before you for a momentous occasion to celebrate pompous love, sanctity of marriage, and more importantly, air conditioning in August. It's going to be a hot and sultry night, weather excluded, for you both and us all, here at Mallard Island on the famed Jersey shore, and how magnificent this place is. It's even got a little new life smell in here. Just goes to show you, in the words of Thomas Dewar, love really is an ocean of emotions surrounded entirely by expenses. Those of you that don't know who stands awkwardly before you, and for those who do, but are possibly entering the beginning stages of blacking out, my name is Schott, tonight's Toastmaster Flex and Greg's longest and closest friend. Together, Greg and I grew up and built a friendship of legendary proportions, joined also by our third amigo, Charlie Yatkowski.
Yes, John!
We three butt buddies grew up within a soccer pitcher's car busy Springfield Ave in suburbia Cranford, New Jersey, statistically being all odds of not getting hit by a car considering how many times we crossed the street. But I guess the falling side of that love-weighted seesaw showed up in Vegas at a Vegas scratch table last week. Over these many years, Greg's parents, Mr. and Mrs. D, have accepted me as one of their own, and together they've watched Greg and I grow up from strapping young lads to still strapping young lads. I've known Greg's parents since the elementary school ages, and my young manners of addressing adults with politeness have never deviated from calling them Mr. and Mrs. D. But tonight, I have the pleasure of now bestowing an honorific to a new family, my new Mr. and Mrs. D. Don't you think? But my speech continues no further without addressing the limelight in the room and the most important person here with us tonight, sharing her most special day. I speak for the crowd when I say her striking beauty and radiance are to behold. It's so dazzling to see you cloaked in such cloth. And tonight she's Greg's loser of life, our pedestal goddess, the open bar. My apologies, of course, of our bartenders, the enchantments. Ashli, Digiovine. In all seriousness, though, you look glamorous, elegant, and of course beautiful this evening. Still the knockout star Char and I were afraid to talk to in high school. Yes, Greg and I actually first met in Miss Everhart's second grade class at Brookside Elementary. I remember the first day you walked in, I clambered over to his cubby and sheepishly said, "Yo, dude, I'm Tyler. I'm going to be at your wedding in 21 years. And the rest is history. But to fill you in, it goes a little something like this. 90s Greg and I grew up in the time of AIM, Vanilla Coke, GameCube, teachers who pulled entire maps from ceilings, and that loud THX sound at movie theaters. To highlight some of our shared personal tales of school kid best friendship, I remember being cheerleaders for Halloween. Oh my God. Red basketball winning bank shots, skateboarding on Springfield to land variable kickflips, blockbuster rentals of SNL's Will Ferrell and Chris Farley. Yeah. And even through our teenage hooliganism, like frothing at Sweet 16s, fake school IDs to get into Mount St. Mary's teen dances, catching girl cooties on my backyard trampoline. Did you know, Greg, Char, and I actually shared our first drink together, right here in FBI, at the ripe age of 16, in the attic of Nan and Pop's 5th Street PA. It was a wild concoction of hot whiskey we stole from Pop's cabinet and some flying orange soda. I remember hearing the rapture of Mrs. D starting Madame Janice knock on the door, claiming we were up to no good. Like all hot-eyed moms, she was right, and we were lying. Dan and Pop, I present to you now our formal apology for breaking the rules under your roof that fateful night. With our placement model. Gratitude for your hospitality over these years that have helped our three friendships truly flourish. And of course, in high school, the debauchery amplified. In suburban relativity, with memories like teen dances at the cash, cubing in casserole dishes at Blaze, late night sneakouts via neutral rolling my Jeep down the driveway, Schott 2008, hurricane surfing, and naked beer bongs from weekend. And I shall not forget Seaside Ice circa 2009, where Greg and Ash sealed their fate as a formidable couple in the making of future fiancés. I remember rising in the post-party morning and seeing a distinct look on Greg's face. Of fear, actually. A fear that only adults know seems something on fire that's not covered by insurance. That fire was love. And when we all went off to college to forge or destroy our brain cells and mold new future interests, we Cranford was connected more than ever. With fun times like Quinnipiac visits to a club at Toads, Morristown shower incidents, summertime vibing at 311 concerts, Guineas in the bathroom at Harris Pool after dark. Greg and I shared in all young 20s glory. However, nostalgia makes me digress. Tonight, they say I'm supposed to be called the best man, but I am, in fact, not the best man in this room. That honors title, devoid of its traditional meaning, goes to you, Greg. I am nothing but the better man. Heck, I actually forgot to respond to the formal invitation to spend 3 months working on it. Sorry. Greg, you are and forever will be the best man for Ash and family. You're going to make a great husband. You're strikingly handsome, and ethnically neat, a stalwart. Tonight, you look well-styled and gallant, dapper as always, and a bunch of other adjectives that Source.com told me to write. Greg, my friend, it's been a hell of a run. While the topics have changed from skateboard to soccer to complaining about NJ Transit and hair loss remedies, they are memorable conversations nonetheless. Importantly, I always notice your elated smile when you talk with Ash about me. When you talk about Ash with me. I remember you agreed to me that Ashley was the one, your soulmate, your Mrs. Buddy. Except after tonight, her first initial A will now stand in for always. Mrs. Always Right. As the old proverb goes, Greg, when you are wrong, admit it. When you are right, shut the hell up. Tonight, as you continue to grow through the mystery of matrimony. Ash, when Greg inevitably says he'll do or fix something for you, don't worry, he'll do it. No need to remind him every 6 months. And for you, Greg, know that love comes down to simple things. Remember to take out the trash and repeat her 4 favorite Hoboken words. I'll park the car. And more importantly for you both, if you find yourselves in somber or repentant moments and you're at a loss for words, give each other a hug, because it's worth 1,000 more, and it's free. At last, as your years go on, I invite you to remind yourselves that the older we get, the more important it becomes to hold on to the relationships of those who knew us when we were young. Greg and Ash, never fail to remember to stay young at heart together, for the heart that loves is always young. At long last, I ask everyone to top their glasses, and for those who can still, sit up straight and raise your glass. To a couple we all know, admire, and love, to the newlyweds.